Welcome back to Most Excellent Adventures. This is the Mandalorian Cosplay tutorial, part 3. This is the final part, promise you guys.
Ready, Bill? Ready, Ted. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Alright everybody, welcome back to Most Excellent Adventures. We already did a little intro there for you. So this is part 3 of the Mandalorian Cosplay tutorial. Part 2 was kind of long and drawn out. I promise part 3 is going to be a lot shorter, hopefully. So what I've already done, as you've seen in part 2, how I put things together with the Gorilla super glue and the E6000 glue. Well, I went ahead and did that on a few other pieces. The Shore Trooper armor here. Of course, all this has been sanded with 400 and 1000 grit sandpaper, but it's been put together with the E6000. And this is the back portion of it. So you get a whole shin plate, and that's not going to be glued together. This is actually going to be put together with Velcro on the inside, so when I go to wrap it around my leg, it'll be Velcroed. So the pieces that still need paint, this piece is already basically painted with the Beskar, but it's supposed to get black and brown, so we have to do that. The blaster needs to be painted. This is going to be a lot of hand painting. This hasn't really been sanded yet, but it doesn't really need it, to be honest, because it's pretty smooth with the resin. I might hit it with some 400 or 1000 real quick and then get down to painting it. This one's going to be more of painted by hand, maybe a base coat of black. For all that are the hand plates. These have already been sanded. These are ready to go. These are going to be hand painted as well, because there was no point in me buying spray paint for those. The hip plates, 2 of those, going to be painted like a blue color. And then the knee armor with the knee darts. This piece I also put together off camera, but it was just these 2 little pieces. I didn't use the E6000 on these, I just hit super glue, put them down in there. Wait, no, I use E6000 on these too. Yeah, I can feel it. I can see a little bit of it. But this is going to be black with a little bit of silver, like weathering. And then it's going to be sealed with a clear coat. But all of it's going to be sealed with a clear coat. But let's go ahead and get started on painting these parts. And then we're going to start adding Velcro to the armor and then mounting it to the flight suit, which I'm still waiting for to come in. So this is going to be a long process for me, not really for you guys, just a couple of minutes. So we're going to go ahead and start sanding that gun and start painting all these parts. Alright, so the paint I'm using on the Shore Trooper is this Rust-Oleum Satin Protective Enamel. It's like a flat satin brown. Doesn't really need too much of a clear coat. And then the Fusion All-in-One Paint and Primer in a matte ink blue for the hip plates. And that Fusion All-in-One matte black that we used before is going to be on the knee pad. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and paint the tassets blue here, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the Shore Trooper armor this brown color, and then I'm going to move on to painting the knee armor that black color, but I'm not sure if it's black or blue. We went with black and then I painted it blue. It's still up in the air. Alright, so we have all the pieces painted blue, brown, and black, but it looks just a little too clean, so I'm gonna hit everything with this matte black, not like a deep coat, but maybe like some textured coats, just to kind of blend it, make it look not so fresh, make it look battle worn. So very little weathering, as you guys can tell, or maybe can or can't tell. I can tell in person for sure that some weathering is there. I think there's something wrong with this matte black because it's starting to bubble on that knee plate. Must just be like an out-of-date can. You can definitely tell the weathering on the blue. It looks better for sure. Doesn't look all fresh and clean. So the next piece we're gonna paint is the shin plate right here. Now it has a very sophisticated paint job. It's like a repaired piece of Beskar. Yeah, you can't really tell. I might put the image up on the screen, but this is from the 501st Data Bank. There we go, that's the base of it. And we just add some more black on the right side where it's silverish. Add some more graphite powder. We don't have that 2K clear coat no more, it's already gone. So we're just gonna use regular clear coat. It doesn't have to be super shiny on this piece. Okay, so it finally came. This is the madness they sent me. That is my soft parts of the suit. I have a lot of work I gotta do. Like cutting off all these parts here and like on the pants. I've seen other people's come in and all their armor's like velcroed on and they reuse the Velcro, but the only Velcroed pieces I have are over there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a razor blade and cut all these off very gently. So, yep, and my dog's got the zoomies. There she goes, sitting with the cat, tearing up, getting cotton everywhere. But yep, this is the madness that I have going on, and I guess I'll get back with you guys after I take all this apart. Alright, so here I've got a razor blade and I'm cutting off all the little Velcro pieces I have to save and use. I don't recommend using them, just go ahead and buy new Velcro because that Velcro they put on the costume kind of sucks. So yeah, I'm just removing it from all the plates and pieces. And then we're going to move on to the gloves. Now the gloves I flipped inside out and started ripping at the stitching, and then I very gently lifted up the armor and started cutting the plates off. You have to be very gentle with the pleather pieces like the gloves, but the pants here, I pull out a couple of stitches and then I start slicing it a little bit, and then I'm realizing, hey, I could just like rip this off very gently because this is some very durable fabric, and I'm just ripping it off here. And same thing for the chest armor, removing the abdomen tassel and then ripping off the chest armor. It's a pretty simple process. Okay everybody, so this next part, as you saw, as I narrated, I ripped off all the armor pieces, the cheap armor pieces that it came with, and now it's time to attach my Beskar pieces to the armor. So I would put this on and hold it up against me, but I kind of know where to put the chest piece. This is the flak vest. It's just going to run right up next to it, and then the lower abdomen piece is going to go right up under it. Okay, so I just got some Scotch 3M Velcro with a sticky side. The sticky side definitely helps you place and replace the armor, but you will have to glue it down to the costume itself. Here I'm just connecting all the Velcro together. That way I get even strips on both sides, and I'm cutting them and then measuring them to place upon the armor and this flak vest here. Pretty simple process. You just cut, peel it off, stick it on. If you like where it's stuck, then you peel it back a little bit and glue it down with some E6000. Yep, here we go again. That's another strip right there. And then I'm just straightening out more of that Velcro to save for later for other parts of the armor. Alright, so here is the actual placement. I'm peeling off one part of the sticky side and placing it on the flak vest. And I'm trimming up the Velcro because I don't need such big pieces on some of the armor. After I get it stuck, then I place the armor underneath and then press the fabric against the armor so that adhesive side sticks. And if I got it where I like it, Then I try it on. If there's any adjustments, I can always peel off, stick it back on. I kind of like this right here. So what I'm doing is very gently peeling off the Velcro. See how that one piece come off, because the adhesive doesn't stick too well to the fabric. That's why you get the E600 here. Peel back a little bit, glue on the Velcro, and then lay it back down right where you had it placed earlier. And there you go. And as you can see, in the middle of the flak vest, I have a piece of paper. That was just to keep it to where the glue wouldn't glue to the vest from the other side. Here I'm just adding some Velcro for the hand armor. It hasn't been painted yet, but it was just a cream color and a blue. I went ahead and added that on. So here we are. This is a good trick here. Go ahead and stick the Velcro together and then peel it off. Wear the pants and then place it where you think it looks great. Right here looked good for me. Same thing with this side. Stuck it on the pants where I thought it looked good. There you go, and it's on, and then you very gently peel it off and then glue it down. Alright, so we have a big mess out here. So we got everything gluing, you know, drying, curing. I like pieces like this I taped to add some pressure. I need to do it to these pieces. See, I did it there on those. Those are probably dry. And I've got the other pieces right here. And these were done about an hour ago, so this is taking me quite a bit. I'm going to weather up the tips of the gloves. I got that one piece taped down. But I'm about to get started on painting the small pieces like this that I never got around to. And then gonna be doing some detail work on this piece. Okay, so here we go. I've just got a cream color, just an acrylic paint from Walmart. I'm just painting over the hand armor. No, I didn't like the shade of blue that I had made. So I just ended up using the blue from the Tacit armor, which is fine with me. Alright, while we're waiting on the two hand guards to finish drying for me to do the blue on, I've already sanded the gun down. I just hit it with 1000 grit. It didn't really need much at all. Besides, it's just like a little hand prop. You're not really going to be inspecting it as much as you are the armor. But yeah, nonetheless, it didn't really need too much sanding. So now I'm going to work on that repaired Beskar thigh plate, add some weathering to it. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys watch that whole process. This right here, I just brushed on all over, and then I'm going to tape it off and paint it blue once it's dry. Trying to get some light shining down on this piece right here, because it has a lot going on. The brown, and then the Beskar, and then the black. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on because this brown is so dark. It's the same stuff I used on the Shore Trooper armor. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to add some black acrylic in all the crevices and stuff where it's all shot up. So here we go. Alright, here we go. So I'm just adding black, dark brown, and light brown all over this armor, especially in the cracks and crevices. I do want to go back and add more black weathering, because now going back and looking at it, there's a lot more I could do. And I definitely want to add some more graphite powder and shine it up and make it like it's been hit with some blaster fire and whatnot. But I'm definitely happy with the way this piece turned out. Okay, so the flak vest here, right now it's in the middle of gluing. This is the front of the shirt. I added a piece of Velcro here and here. That way it holds the flak vest to the shirt. I was going to do some Velcro on these shoulder straps over the shoulders to hold it down. Putting one on the chest helps the sag with the armor. I did some test fitting, and that is what's going to work best. And so now I'm going to work on the Shore Trooper armor shin plate because that Velcro failed. So I got some more Velcro kind of like this, and I'm going to get it set up. So I've got a little bit of E6000 on the edges of this Velcro. This is the harder parts of the Velcro on the back, the calf part, and this is the front of the shin guard. And I have the Velcro strips. So yeah, these are all the way in. These are sticking out, so it'll clamshell together, and this Velcro will catch with that. And this is the soft parts reversed, so the sticky side has been super glued in E6000. All right, everyone. So let's get you caught up to speed of what's been happening off camera with the Mandalorian cosplay. So I showed you guys the shin armor on my leg. Off camera, all I did was slide in these shells here on the shin guard, and these just Velcro around these straps do. And they came with the cosplay. And I've got the pants on right now with the thigh armor, as you guys saw me put that on earlier in the video. And then the next piece that I had worked on here was this shin piece right here. That's just a piece of like faux leather that zipped up in the back. And then these two leather straps, just Velcro around it, and it stays on. I put these brown shoes on for now. They'll work. The boots I had earlier did not work. They were way too tall. So these are like right at the ankle. They're perfect. So we're going to go ahead and start putting all this on, because the cosplay is basically complete. The belt had this little pouch right here on the side I took off. This was supposed to hold the charges. I just put Velcro on the back of this for now. And they just Velcro on the side of the belt. The visor to the helmet has been glued inside. All I did was take some hot glue, glue it to the inside wherever it was touching, and it's solid. So basically it's all finished with everything you see, the paint, all that stuff. I've just added Velcro in random spots to reinforce stuff, to kind of hold stuff in place, just to make sure it isn't like bouncing around or gonna fall off somewhere. Like the belt, I've added a little bit of extra Velcro to hold on the tassets that go in the hip. I've added some Velcro, things like I didn't do on camera. I added some Velcro on the inside right there. That'll just Velcro on the pants to keep this from spinning so much, but these straps on the side actually hold it together very tight. So we're gonna go ahead and start throwing it on, and here we go. Alright, everyone, so if I skipped any steps, I do apologize, but this is the completed armor. First, you want to put on your boots, and you're going to want to put on your thigh pieces and your shin armors, because it's going to be very hard to bend down once you get all that chest armor on. Here is that Shore Trooper armor piece. I just Velcroed the belts onto the front, and I Velcroed the inside and made like a little clamshell, kind of hinged up. So one side's Velcroed, the other side is Velcroed, but one side's got a really tight seal on it, and the other side just snaps to each other. The Velcro will catch after you put it on, and then you wrap those leather pieces around, and that really holds it on. You didn't really need the Velcro on the inside to hold it against the pants, because those straps definitely hold it together, depending on which armor set you get, if you buy the armor that I got. So here I go. It skipped a little bit. It's easier if you take off your right thigh plate, and then you can bend down further to make sure that you get those inside Velcro straps attached. And sorry I couldn't get a better angle on this. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, and then another thing that I skipped was sliding in those rifle cartridges into the shin plate. They just slid right on in, no problem. They fit perfect. And here I go. I'm attaching the back piece up top and then on the bottom, and that holds it together, and it's very easy to walk in. Then you grab that thigh piece, that thigh armor, and you reattach it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. then you just reattach it. That's a cool thing about doing this with Velcro, is you can always take it off and put it back on and readjust it. All right, here I've put on the top shirt. It has a zipper in the back. I was able to zip it up on my own. It has a neck piece. I tucked in the shirt, and I'm wearing a brown belt. Here's the cummerbund. I just go ahead and wrap it around. It Velcros. You definitely might want to get help putting this on. I just decided to put it all on by myself just to see if I could. This go around, but there's the cummerbund. The next piece you're going to want to put on is this flak vest. You get that Velcro lined up on the front. That'll definitely help with any of the sagging of the armor. I was going to put some Velcro on the shoulders, but this works just fine putting it on the chest. I might end up putting some on the back later, but that I will need some help putting it on. You just pull it on like a tank top. Make sure it's straightened out. It's kind of awkward right here. And then make sure it's Velcroed on right there. Push it down. Make sure it's getting a nice seal. Then you're going to add the lower abdomen armor and that lower abdomen tasset. Now, I Velcroed that to the lower armor, but it actually needs to be Velcroed under that flak vest and pulled up a little bit higher. This has been corrected. And sorry I got it wrong right here in the video, but it needs to be under the flak vest, Velcroed. And my chest plate's a little crooked here. I wasn't really looking in a mirror, so. The next piece I put on is the belt. I did slide in these rifle cartridges as well. Now for this, they didn't really fit, so I had to expand those slots a wee bit by cutting them and rethreading a little bit. But other than that, they slid in, and then it just Velcros in the back. All right, and I've already got the hip tassets, the blue ones, attached to the side. There's the bullets there. And I've also got the holster Velcroed on the inside of the belt so it doesn't slide all the way around me, so I can draw it at any time for photos or whatnot. This holster actually fit this 3D printed model very well. And it comes with this little strap right here. It has a little slot for it to slide in, but I just slide it down in the holster. It's fine for now. Right? Here's the knee plate. This is when I painted it blue. That black spray paint was just awful. For some reason it kept bubbling up on every piece. It must have just been a bad can. With this set of armor, he doesn't really wear the knee plate, but I have seen photos of it black. I have seen photos of it blue. Here's the hip tassets again. It just has a piece of Velcro inside the belt and on top, and it's just glued down. Right, and my back's gonna be covered by that cape, so I'm not really worried about buying the back armor. This is the cape that come with the cosplay. It's just a cheap piece of fabric, almost like a blanket, and it just wraps around your neck, and it has some safety pins. Now, I'd like to safety pin it down a little bit further because it likes to pull back and ride backwards like a cape does. But yeah, you just wrap it around, safety pin it down, safety pin it to your suit. This is where help really could come in to play, getting this cape untangled and put on the right way. But you want to make sure it doesn't cover up your shoulders where that shoulder armor comes in. This is me adjusting the neck right here. And the shoulder armor, Velcro on top, Velcro on the bottom. Now you saw me apply it to the chest armor, but you're going to want to do that for all over as a top piece and a bottom piece. The shoulders, yeah, like I said, recommend getting help putting those on. Other than that, they just stick right on there. There we go. And after you get those shoulders on, you can really adjust the cape. This is the way I like it, pulled down about that far. It looks way better. Just wish it would stay that way. Might have to figure out. Here's the grave charges, I'm not sure how you say it. They just stick on with Velcro. I'd like to get a metal plate for them to stick onto and the actual pouch and install some lights into those. But that's pretty much all the lower armor and most of the upper armor. Next, we're moving on to the gloves and gauntlets here. There's the gloves painted blue. I didn't film that part, or I might have. It just couldn't find the footage. You just slide these on. I put a little bit of Velcro over there so it doesn't spin around too much, but it doesn't really help. They're gonna spin. Now a lot of people's are 2-piece gauntlets. Mine are 1-piece, and I have no problem putting them on and taking them off. They fit perfect. But you might be different. You might have to cut yours in half or get a set that they already come in half. I like to add lights to the gauntlets as well. The red screen on the right hand side and the whistling birds on the other. I like to put blue lights in there. Then you just put on the gloves. This is where you could use some help too, is tucking those gloves in underneath that armor. I've done this with multiple cosplays, so I've kind of gotten the hang of it. Just push it on in, slide it on down. That's one glove on, and here's the other. And a lot of my armor, when I put it up and store it, I just leave it attached. Like the hand plates are attached to the gloves at all times. The thigh plates are usually always there. The chest plate comes off, and so does the shoulders, but I leave the tassets on attached. Alright, there you go. Everything's on. Now time to put on the helmet. This is where I glued it down at the bottom of the mandibles, I believe that's what they call it. And I did the corners and the top. This is what it looks like so far without the helmet on. Very, very happy with the way it looks. And here we go. Helmet goes on. Boom. There we go. Alright everybody, thank you for watching another episode of Most Excellent Adventures. This is, like I said, the last video of the Mandalorian series. There are still a few things I'd like to upgrade. I want to get a speaker for the helmet. I want to get the cape to lay down more here. Maybe more safety pins there. I'm kind of tired of using Velcro on everything. Other things I want to finish doing is like painting the gun, maybe get some more accessories. And the grave charges, I'd like to get the metal plate and get that to attach to the belt a little bit more secure. But other than that, it's finished. I hope you guys liked the little short video right there. And be on the lookout for more cosplay videos from us. Hope this tutorial helped you guys. And I hope you can kind of use it as like guidelines for your videos. Get some really loud cars coming up and down the road. I live out in the middle of nowhere. There's like traffic going up and down the road, and I'm just holding Grogu up, and everybody's like, "What's that?" It's hilarious. But anyways, I really enjoy wearing the armor. It took me about 15 minutes to get it all on because I was doing it on camera. Off camera, it probably took me about like 10, maybe less after I get faster at it. But yeah, it's kind of warm. Definitely a wintertime costume. Very, very happy with the way that turned out. Remember, you guys, cosplay isn't about being 100% accurate or getting everything perfect. It's about having fun. Doing what you enjoy doing. This cosplay here, I know it's not screen accurate. There's imperfections in the paint job. There's imperfections in the resin job, in the prints. Some things aren't screen accurate. Some things move, like the cape. But remember guys, it's about having fun and enjoying what you enjoy doing, okay? And again, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.